The last time we met, I honored my mother by sharing with you some of the ways I am like she is. Today, I want to take the opportunity to honor my dad. Welcome to another episode of Red Couch Chronicles. Hi, I'm Danielle. Thank you so much for tuning into my channel. Thank you so much for all the support you have given me throughout these past months. I would like to encourage you, if you are not already subscribed, to do so now. And to those of you who are already subscribed, if you would do me the favor, spread the word and get the information about my channel out. It would be greatly appreciated. Today I'm going to share with you 5 things that I truly enjoy about my daddy. When I think about having a father like he is, sometimes I wish in my heart of hearts that more people could have experienced having him as a father. I know my brothers and sisters might not be too happy with me saying that because we tend to want to keep our family or our parents to ourselves. But when I think about my dad and when I think about all that he has done for me, like I said, I just want to take this time to honor him today. So let me share with you 5 ways my daddy is the awesome man that he is. Way number 1, he is very affectionate. And one of the most fondest memories I have about my daddy is when I was in school, getting up, grade school, middle school, well, we say middle school up here in the States, but junior high back home, and high school. He would wake me up every morning. And part of our routine was this. He would wake me, he would stand at my door until I actually got up out of the bed. And once I got up out of the bed and I walked to my bedroom door, he would be there, and we would share about a 20-second hug before he went in his room, my parents' room, for him to get ready to start his day, and I went to the restroom to get ready to start my day. And as far as I can remember, and as long as I can remember, that is how I started every single school day of my life, with a big warm hug from my daddy. And that was my way of beginning my day. Even now, as I sit here as a grown woman, it is not too far-fetched for me to sit at my dad's feet, to listen to him talk to me, to have him rub the top of my head, or if he's laying in the bed watching TV, to go curl up next to him, or still, even now, to share those 20-second, 30-second hugs when we are together. I am currently on the mainland and my daddy is still home in the islands, and so every time I go home, my parents, I should say, I just cherish those moments, and I cherish being able to love on my daddy and have him love back on me, so that I could feel like I'm 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 16, 17 years old again. The next thing about my daddy that I like to share with you is that he is very wise. He has a saying and a remedy for every single situation that you would ever or could ever find yourself in. I mean, if there's a problem that you would want to talk him to, whether it's relationship, whether it's financial, whether it's about a friend or an enemy, he would listen, and he would always just say the right words in getting you motivated to do what you have to do. And most of our conversations would end like this: you know what you have to do. And with no argument, no fuss, no judgment. That was just how he was, a remedy and a saying for everything. Way number 3 that I want to share with you is that he is very discerning. And when I say discerning, it's the same thing. He can read a person from a mile away coming. You know, pretty much now we talk about, oh girl, she just read you, or he just read you, you know, and we make light of the fact that someone has a discerning spirit. But my father's spirit is so discerning, so much so that you can introduce him to somebody, and from that first encounter, that first interaction, he will say either yay or nay. Sometimes he gives you his reasons why, sometimes he doesn't. And I promise you, 99.9% of the times, my father has been 100% correct. in the evaluations about people that he has given me. And it's so funny because, he would say what he says, or for example, and I would say, no, that's not how this person is. And no, he or she has never acted that way around me. Or no, daddy, you really don't know what you're talking about. And then, whether it's months or years down the line, down the friendship, down the relationship, my eyes would be busted open and I would be like, dang, my father was right. How did he know? Amazing. Way number 5, I'd like to honor my dad tonight for is that he is an awesome listener. More than having a remedy or a way to solve problems for every situation that you would bring to him, he listens to the point where sometimes he doesn't even need to say anything. Sometimes he just listens to me, I should say. I've had this experience many, many a times where I even talk myself to my own answer. And just like I said in the beginning, when the conversation would be finished, he would say, well, now you know what you have to do. And there would be no judgment. There would be no argument. There would be no contentions. There would be no I told you so's. Even many a time he has told me so. But there would be none of that because of who he is. An awesome, awesome man. The last way that when I think about my dad and our relationship that stands out to me about him is this. I can count on one hand how many times as a young child my father has spanked me. And I can remember even now every single spanking. And not because of what I did, rather, but because of who he said I wasn't. Even though he was spanking me, and between each spank, he would say, I'm not raising a liar. I'm not raising a follower. I'm not raising a thief. This is not who you are. I will not allow you to grow up like this. I don't want you following bad people. And every time, in every instant, my father has punished me or spanked me every time. When he was finished, he would come back. Mind you, I would have the welts. I would be crying. But my father would always come back, would put his belt away or his switch away, whatever it is, come back in my room and sit next to me on the bed, and he would say, I hope you understand, first things first, even though I never understood this until I had my own kids, this hurt me way more than it hurt you, number 1. But number 2, I hope you understand why Daddy spanked you. I hope you understand the reasoning behind why I don't want you to do the things you have been caught doing. I hope you understand that this is not what I want for your future or how I may want you to grow up. And when he would be finished talking to me, even within the tears, I just got spanked, so I'm crying. And now he's talking to me from the heart and I'm crying. When he was finished, he would always hug me and say, Daddy loves you. You know that Daddy loves you. And so when I think about all of these wonderful, wonderful memories that I have of my father, and he's still alive, he's still alive. But when I think about all of these memories that I've had about my father, or all of these experiences that he has afforded me as a parent, 1, I honor him for it, and 2, I always wonder, have I left such a legacy with my children? Will my children one day be able to sit down and talk about me as their mother, the way I can sit and talk about me, talk about my mother and honor her, even now talk about my father and honor him? You see, parents, it's not so much what you say or how you treat your kids or the things you do for them, but the things that they will remember, always remember, are those special moments and those free things that did not cost money, things that show them through your time, through your understanding, through your interaction, how much you really cared for them. And so because I had an awesome, awesome, awesome daddy growing up, I just pray for each and every one of you that if you are a parent now, that you would consider the ways that you treat your children, so that from now until whenever they're on their own, whenever they're a grown adult, whenever you are old, we get old, and it's their time to take care of you, that they will always never, or I should say they will never have a reason not to, because whenever they look back and they think about all that you have done for them and all that you have taught for them, good memories is all that they will have. So tonight, my dear Father, I love you and I honor you. And to the rest of you, I thank you for tuning in and watching. Be sure to come back, subscribe to my channel. We have new videos every Wednesday and Friday every new week. And until that time, I look forward to the next time when I will see you again soon, and I'll be right here on this red couch waiting on you.